Hi, I'm the host of the STO Smokers Lounge. I'm here to tell you about Anchor, the perfect app that you can use right now to start your own podcast network. You can broadcast right now. All you got to do is download the app, whether you have a phone, iPad, or even a laptop or desktop. You can right now download Anchor or go to Anchor FM right now and start recording and have your stuff broadcasted over multiple platforms such as Spotify. So go to Anchor today and start your podcast career like I have. Because trust me, I love me some Anchor.
Hello.
Hey,
Okay. First, I gotta let this marinate because I've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
you're too funny. Too funny.
And understand these people. This is like one of the hardest working women that I can sit here in the business because every time I talk to you, you stay shooting, you stay moving.
I do. I really do. I'm always doing something.
So catch us up since I last talked to you. What's been going on?
Oh my God. Well, hello, Bobby. Hello, everyone listening to this podcast. Honestly, just a quick reminder. I'm Ash Lauren, porn star, escort, you know the game.
Yeah.
Pretty much I've been shooting, I've been escorting, I've been editing, I've been traveling. It's been like nonstop craziness where I'm finally getting to a point now where I'm trying to like lessen my load a little bit because I need to focus more on things like doing podcasts with Bobby.
Of course. Yes,
So
because you were dealing with one even I'm gonna tell you how out of loop I was and so deep in my grind. I didn't even realize what happened in Louisiana too tough when it came to the hurricane, the
mm-hmm.
where have you, and then y'all caught the tropical storm.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, I had no idea it was coming to us until it started pouring down rain outside. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, this is more than we usually get. And up here in New York City, like, it rains, but not like that. So I turned on the weather and it was like, oh, tropical storm Ida. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, and then all of a sudden my light started flickering and, so it scared me for a minute, but I'm good. I'm safe. Not really any flooding around my area, which is good. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, good night. Well, I'm glad you was okay from that because I was like, it was like before you even said anything, Mandy B is this podcast from up there. She was showing news of the flooding and people driving through water. I was like, so when
Oh
you said that, I
wow.
said, I was like, okay, then I see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Because I'm
Pretty
used to seeing,
bad.
no, I don't used to seeing flooding when it comes up north.
No,
Yeah, I
I
have.
know. I was surprised. Really surprised.
So,
But
so speaking about your travels, before I even get into that, I got to do my particulars real quick. So,
uh-huh.
hello, everybody, and welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone who's trying to start their own podcasting career. All you got to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and get a profile. You can start recording the same day, monetize your shit the same day, get your stuff distributed the same day, and all this is for free. So go to anchor.fm or download the app on your phone. I am your host, Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the PornRapStar. Y'all know what it is. My porn links, as well as my music links, as well as my social media links. You can find all of them with one link. I'm talking about allmylinks.com/pornrapstar. Go check me out. Also, we are sponsored by the Facebook of the Ellis community. I'm talking about ellisworld.com, the perfect place for you to start your journey into the lifestyle, or if you're already in it, to continue and get deeper into it. You can get a profile, mingle with kink-minded people like yourself, and even find events in your area that you might could attend to, even a glory hole or two. You feel me? So go to lasworld.com and start your adventure today. We also a proud member of the GW District Black Podcast Network. I'm talking about multiple podcasts giving you different spectrums of the Black experience. Plus, while you're there, experience some shopping because you can purchase products from over 500 Black retailers. I'm talking about Black owned retailers. Fashion, beauty, health, books, you name it, they got it. So go to shopgwdistrict.com, buy Black, support Black businesses, build the Black economy so we can create generational wealth. Now back to the show. Now, I think you've been rolling with Brianna Kylo, my girl Habby, Jameson, you what have you. So, you've been doing a whole bunch of shoots, and I saw you went to Vegas. When did you go to Vegas?
I went to Vegas in September.
Mm-hmm. You were shooting guns.
I definitely was.
Yes.
It was honestly, it was crazy. It was the first time I've ever experienced something like that, and we had a shoot house out there, and then there was another shoot house. So after the second shoot house, we went out into like deep into the desert, and we shot guns. We did like a whole photo shoot. We were out there for like it was like 3 or 4 hours. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how was it? Was that the first time you ever shot a gun?
Ever. First time ever.
And you were shooting, what was that? It wasn't an AK-47. It was
Baby, don't ask me. I have no idea.
It's military grade, I tell you that much. And
yeah, it definitely was.
And y'all had the Hummer and every fucking thing, butt ass naked with guns.
Yep, it was awesome.
Oh God, that was just most definitely. So who do you shoot with while you was out in Vegas?
To be honest, I can't even remember because that was like, even though it was only a month ago, it was too long ago for me to remember. But I was out there with quite a lot of talent that's very active in, in the industry. Thor was there, Brianna, just, it was put on by Thor, Brianna, and Samaj. But yeah, we did a lot of good stuff out there. It was a lot of fun. Definitely.
I see when you travel, you make it a point to go places where you know that you can get money at the same time get content. So how important is it that when you how important, how can I put this? When it comes to your travel destination, which I already know the answer is going to be, but I just want to hear the answer. What do you take into account? Your porn side or the escort side?
I think it's more important to kind of focus on my content side because I have enough business up here in New York for me to stay really, really busy when I'm home. When I travel, excuse me, I try to put 90% of my energy into shooting. And then, if I have fan meets that I can schedule in between, I can or I will. Like when I went to Los Angeles after Vegas, and when I was in Los Angeles, I did 3 days of a shoot house, and then I did 3 days with Brianna, and we just did, fan meets and what have you. So, but I do make it more of a point to focus on my content because that's my longevity. My escorting is my quick money. So
yeah, because the thing that when I used to have conversations back in the day, when at one point where Hollywood was like, some of the companies were just shunning girls in the field, is how I used to call them.
Yeah.
From shoots or what have you. I said, think about this for a second. Y'all paying these girls $300 for a scene, and they're coming for one shoot. Do you understand? They ain't even breaking even.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's why they necessarily do it or what have you. And like I said, with you, because you're in NY and it's the melting pot, the most traveled area, probably what we call it, you see foot traffic like a mother. You do for memory of going up there. So when it comes to New York, it's like when you travel other places and you do meet and greets, what do you notice versus New York?
Uh, I've never even thought about that. I guess it's more like everybody in New York has a hustle, so there's a lot of money being put into people's pockets up here
Yeah.
versus, other places. Like I tried
Mhm.
Miami and it was not all that poppin' like I thought it would
Oh
be.
no.
Yeah, so it was, but it was fun. Like it was still a good experience. Still made some money. So it's just more about kind of finding other places that there
Hmm.
are, people that want to meet me, people that want um it's hard to say because I've been in New York like 6 months now and this is like my bread and butter to me.
Hmm.
Um
Yeah, cause like I said, I it's fun. Brooklyn, I love Brooklyn. I ain't even go front. I love
mhm.
BX is the shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I loved it there. That was the first time I ever ate. What was it? Golden. What was it? Golden Crust. I think the Jamaican spot. It was over. God, not Flatbush, but it's further up from Flatbush and stuff. And
Mm,
I remember the what. I know. I remember the IHOP at on Flatbush with the shit. Oh, I used
yeah,
to
it's
yeah.
uh-huh.
Oh
They say that everything in New York tastes different because the
yeah.
water is like the cleanest in United
Hmm.
States, something like that. But
Hmm.
yeah, the food definitely everything's great in New York. I just personally don't like the busyness. I don't like being in the city, but I'm here to make money, so I just stay home, do my thing, you know, make my money.
Most definitely. And then to also speak to actually with New York, the porn community, because I see that y'all, I mean, I see you work with shoot her, shouts out to him
Yep.
a lot or what have you. And so speak to the porn community up there in New York.
Um it's really funny you say that because it's really a weird topic to speak on because I feel like New York New York talent can sometimes be a little different to I'm trying to figure out how to word this without trying to come across like I'm being rude, but to be, to be honest, I'll just say this. I really there's a lot of talent in New York.
Hmm.
There's a lot of people that I don't want to work with
Hmm.
just because I know too much.
Hmm.
But I for the most part I think everybody's pretty professional. They all get tested. They're all doing their thing. Just a lot of them aren't really good for my platform,
Hmm.
um, which is like that in any state. Any place you go, there's always going to be talent that you might not feel is beneficial to your platform, which is totally fine.
Hmm.
I work a lot with Unique because he's always on time. He's a really good talent. He's responsible, he's reliable. So I work a lot with him. Shooter, he's not a talent,
Hmm.
but as far as his videography and his editing, it's phenomenal. Like he's
Yeah.
he's super easy to work with. He's great. He's awesome.
Yeah, because the one thing that when I look when you even with your travel with your content, you make it a point to it like put it this way. You are a porn in my opinion, you a porn star that just so happened to escort. And what I mean by that is your focus is your porn career,
Hmm.
but you use the escorting as you would good in services like that of webcamming. You
Yeah,
get what I'm coming
exactly.
from? You know,
Exactly.
clear.
Yep.
Speak to
Hmm.
moving like that versus moving as an escort that uses porn to boost escorting.
Um, jeez, man, the
See, I
questions
see.
tonight are so. Oh my god, you're
I
catching me off
smoke
guard.
over.
I
Ah.
love it. I'm so glad. Oh my god. So I feel like my fans, because I'm a smaller talent, that smaller in the, obviously I'm a big girl, but smaller in the sense of like my production.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I cater more specifically to people rather than doing a very wide range of things. So
Mm-hmm.
it it kind of brings my fans more into my life personally. Not
Mm-hmm.
personally, but it makes them be able to relate to me and feel like what I'm doing is like real to them.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I don't usually shoot like any of the mainstream BBWs companies, but which I do
Mm-hmm.
want to. There's quite a few that I do want to work with, but I feel like I'm able to connect more with my fans knowing that I do meets and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because webcamming is, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just not physical. You know,
Yeah.
you're still catering to people that want to see you. And it's the same
Mm-hmm.
thing in porn too. They're watching you because they want to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Um I do, like I've always said, I love escorting. I feel like it's, there's so many people's lives that I've changed in the sense of like, I've taken guys' virginities, I've helped them overcome confidence issues, I've done fetish stuff, like I've done crazy fetish stuff
Hold on.
lately, which
Oh, hold
I
on. Hold on. You ain't just go slide over the fact you took a man's virginity. You gotta tell us this one.
he was a client that actually I had seen a couple times. And by the third time we met, he was telling me, he's like, how do you feel like I am in bed? And I'm like, I don't see like, an issue. Like these guys come in here knowing I'm a porn star, so they try to show their skills off where
Yeah.
nothing matters to me. Like I've seen it all, I've done it all. Like you're not gonna please me, right? So he was like, "Oh, I was just wondering because, you actually took my virginity." And I'm like, "Excuse me? Like, what?" Like, I was just like, I didn't even know what to say. Like,
Oh
it was
God,
crazy.
that
It was
that was
crazy.
some shit. So he can sit and say, "Yeah, I lost my kid to a straight up porn star."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and
And
that's
that's
the
some
thing
shit
that
right.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. But those are the things that make me enjoy what I do. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like typical prostitutes you see on the street. It's
Mm-hmm.
very, very different. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it's the same. So I'd probably say, that's kind of where webcamming and
Mm-hmm.
escorting would be similar.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, because because I tell anybody when the pandemic hit, it was I likened it similar to what happened during the Bush years when the economy went down. The
mm-hmm.
girls went to Backpage. When the pandemic hit, girls went to OnlyFans and Camming.
Exactly. Yeah, you're very right. You're very, very right.
And not understanding the seriousness of what we do and how we do it and why we move the way
Mm-hmm.
that we move. Period. So
Yep, period.
from even testing to the screenings, all that shit. It's a purpose to the hustle that we do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that a lot of times people jump in, they see it from the outside and think it's easy or think it's this, but when they get in it, they get surprised.
It's, yes, you're very right.
Yeah, speak to that.
The first, I always say I need to work on that. I always say okay, so
No, you good.
thank you. So, oh my god, I just lost my train of thought. So basically, when I first started, I started on OnlyFans. I think I explained this all before, but just to touch
Yeah.
up on it, my whole thing is like classy but nasty. So
Hmm.
for me, when I first started, I wanted it to be more of like homemade sex videos and amateur POV shoots and, stuff like that. Like, I kind of just fell into porn where I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know, like, I wanted to just reach to a different level. And I feel like when I looked at everything, it was like, man, this is looking so fun. You get to
Mm-hmm.
travel the world, you meet all different people that are, kind of living the same lifestyle as you. They are. And
Mm-hmm.
so I thought it'd be all fun and games, but I'll tell you, it is sometimes really, really overwhelming. And
Yeah.
especially adding escorting to
Mm-hmm.
my table, to my plate, is like it just gets crazy. My whole life, like from the moment I open my eyes till the moment I go to bed, is all about sex. It's
Mm-hmm.
all about it. So it gets,
So
and I
does
work.
so does it desensitize you any?
It's funny because somebody said that to me 2 days ago in a meet. He was like, do you
Yeah.
feel like desensitized? And I'm like, I don't think so. I feel like it's more so opened me up to exploring more and finding
Mm-hmm.
more of what I like and what I love, and what
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. But it kind of has desensitized me a little bit, where when I open up my Twitter feed, it used to be all politics and,
Yeah.
the weather and, what's going on in the world, versus now when I started the industry 10 months ago, it
Mm-hmm.
was it was like that's all it was. And now I open my Twitter and all I see is sex and nudes and dick pictures, and it's like I just look at it like
Yeah.
I feel like it's normal to me now. Like I
Yeah.
just it's what I do. I have to be accustomed to it. So
Yeah.
a
'Cause
little bit.
I told somebody the other day, I said, seeing the pussy don't mean shit to me anymore because I didn't seen enough of it. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, you're probably desensitized too.
Yeah, because it's one, because we do it as a business. So we kind
Mhm.
of are forced to have to separate business from personal anyway when it comes to sex.
Yep.
Off gate. Because we can't catch feelings. We can't, especially if you're in escorting.
Mhm.
Because let's be honest, clients can catch feelings.
All the time.
They catch feelings. You sure you sure you don't need a boyfriend?
Right. Trust me, at least once a
You,
day. At
you
least.
sure you ain't got a man to take care of you? I think I'm doing pretty good by myself, buddy. Thanks.
Mhm. Mhm.
You came here, didn't you?
You are so correct. That's why I'm telling you, when people walk in the door and they're like, trying to like prove something to me, and I'm like, this just, what's funny is that nobody knows, and I'm going to say this now.
Yeah.
I enjoy slow, passionate sex. That is like one of my biggest turn ons. I love it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just kiss me all over, lick my neck,
Mm-hmm.
kiss my forehead, let's make out, slow strokes.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually what I passionately love, but
Mm-hmm.
you never see that on camera. It's always hardcore stuff.
But is
So
that because you, or is it because the male times that you deal with, or is it because the scenes that y'all doing?
it's both. It's me because I know that that's what I like and that's what I would like to be on camera, but it's very hard to find very good male talent, especially being a BBW. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out to the men that do shoot with BBWs. They're all kings, but
Mm-hmm.
it's very hard to find men that really like to do the passionate stuff. They more
Mm-hmm.
so,
They
because
want
you
to
gotta,
fuck.
exactly, and you gotta think too, like, especially if it's a content trade, it's gotta be something that's good for both of our platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So it is kind of difficult, and I've been meaning to maybe,
Mm-hmm.
start making a couple passionate videos, but I do
Yeah,
like my
because
hardcore
see,
stuff.
to me, I guess me coming up as a male talent, that what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? If we did the passionate shit, for the most part, the way except for Ryan, he just pounded the shit out of people. But
Uh-huh.
but for the most part, because one, that's what we grew up on. You know,
Right.
this generation, the generations coming in or what have you, they're seeing the sex tape, they're seeing the Onlyfans, they seeing we just fucking.
Right. Right.
And to me, as a male talent, you kind of it. I gotta put it this way: if you're a male talent, which looks better to a woman? You pounding the hair out this chick, or you tonguing her down, eating the pussy, and fucking her like you in love with her? I'm just saying. Hello, hello, yeah,
Hey, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
It
there we
just,
go. My
yeah,
apologies. My phone was about to die, so I took my headphones out to plug my phone in, but
oh, okay. No,
yeah.
it's all good. But no, what I was saying was that to me, men, though I say it's just the generation they coming up. Because to
Mm-hmm.
me, I thought I'm already gonna get the men with the woman that I'm fucking.
Right.
Period.
Yep.
I already know I'm gonna get gay men because I'm a good looking dude and I got a big dick.
Right. Uh-huh. That
So
you're right, but there is a lot of people that do like the hardcore stuff too.
yeah, no, but let me finish. But let me finish. What's left? The women. Now, women, let's be honest, they don't buy porn like that.
Uh-huh.
Let's be honest. I actually overheard on Space, one of them spaces, a girl said, well, yeah, I got lesbian fans. No, you has lesbian admirers. They ain't bought shit you got, babe. Sorry.
Right.
But
Uh-huh.
they no
It's so
barely pay
true.
for dick. Women barely pay for dick, and that dick better be quality they paying for. Trust me.
Yep.
And they ain't finding it on no back page. Ain't them oversights. I'm just saying.
No.
I don't know the trade. I'm just saying. But but the point being is you do want female fans so that they can follow you, which in turn will turn because they're going to tell their man and show the man the point that you that might
They
make him a
yeah.
fan, and then you get me. So which
Yeah,
looks
I
better?
do.
What looks better? Me pounding your back out and doing all that, or you giving her that passionate kiss, you eating that pussy. You fucking her, you might hit it hard, but you're doing it soft, change up the pace, this, that, and third. You're doing it romantically, you're touching her. You're gonna gain more
Exactly.
female fans because also as a male talent, you also want to be a sex symbol just as much as a chick. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. That's a very good point. You're very right.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was the reason why I used to dress up. Yeah, I throw on a suit. I don't give a shit. What?
Exactly.
What? You want me to play what? Construction guy.
Yeah.
I got to be a construction.
Love it.
Yeah, because I thought that being a great male talent, that what it meant. If you're gonna be the part, if you're gonna play the part, be the part.
Right.
You know. But why do you think why is it hard for BBWs to find male talent? Keep
Honestly,
it real.
because
Keep it real. Don't bullshit it.
no, I won't. I definitely won't. I feel like a lot of mainstream talent, they just want to stick with the petite girls because they're mainstream, they're not so much because there's differences between content creators and porn stars. When you make the difference, which I'm not even going to say what the difference would be because everybody has their own definition of it, but
Mm-hmm.
content creators are more so working with BBWs because they're available, they're always ready to shoot. A lot of people may not work with a lot of male talent may not work with the petite girls because they're not so available and they're so mainstream, so they're booked. It's just it's what they want on their platform. It's what they want their platform to look like, you know.
Yeah, because even with my day, the girls that was willing to do the content trade was BBWs. Um, the small girls, they wanted to get paid like they were in AVN and they ain't shot shit.
Right. See,
Like,
now
go
I've
ahead.
never had that issue. So I don't, if anything, I pay male talent for the exclusive stuff. I would
Ooh.
I would personally rather pay a male talent and have the scene to myself, and he's retweeting it and promoting it so that it's passing me my money back and then some, and I'm gaining more
Now,
exposure
now,
that way.
now, with that being said, all right, I ain't gonna say no names. A lady paid a prominent male talent for a shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this prominent male talent never ever really ever shot with BBW.
Mm.
I never seen it in my life. So she paid him for a shoot. She promoted. I'm pretty sure she made money with it. But this is what I want you to speak to. He never retweeted it, and he never ever ever actually said anything on his page about working with her. When you hear that, how did it make you feel, and what did you think of that? Was that money well spent?
I would say it's probably still money well spent because, to be honest with you, speaking for my fans, they don't care who I shoot with. As long as I'm getting fucked, they don't care. Um,
True.
99% of my fans love that I take BBC, so I try my best to cater to them. Of course, the very, very select few white male talents that I've worked with are phenomenal, and my scenes do just as great selling with them. But I don't, I mean, I look at it this way. You have, say, I don't know, Joe Schmo down the street gets hired for a commercial, doing Purina on TV. It doesn't necessarily mean that he has to promote that. It's when it comes to content exchange or paying somebody for a shoot in that sense. I don't, I mean, I think in the industry people expect it, but I don't think it's really necessary personally because I've hired you for a shoot. All I need you to do is show up, take my money, fuck me the way that I'm going to tell you how, and your day's over. That's it. I
Yeah.
don't expect that out of anybody, but the people that I work with are very big on networking, cross
Yeah.
promotion,
hmm
and it's really, really important to me. So
Yeah.
I don't personally work with anybody that isn't going to. Um, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say I wouldn't, but I have not yet worked with anybody that wouldn't cross promote.
Well, to me, I think, and I always said it was a blueprint. You remember I told you about this when we did your interview. The part of that blueprint is the cross promotion. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why you shoot, because always the conversation about, you always hear girls talk about how many dicks they had to fuck. Oh, I don't want to do boy girl because I got to fuck all these dudes. I don't want to fuck no way with dudes and this, that, and the third. And it one, in which you can speak to this, I always tell girls it's not about how many dicks you fuck. It's not about that. It's about the right dicks you fuck. You feel
Right.
me? And
Yep.
I want you to speak to what is the right dick. And I'm doing air quotes. I wish y'all could see it.
Mm-hmm.
Dick that you fuck when it comes to porn.
I would say it's not just the dick. I mean, you can't listen. I personally, I know some male talent and have seen some male talent in the industry that does not have your typical porn star dick, but
Mm-hmm.
they're great, phenomenal talent. They show up, they put so much
Mm-hmm.
work in, and even if you can't, like, for me, when I'm on set, I do not expect to be pleased. So
Mm-hmm.
that's totally out of the question. Totally not on my mind. So for me on my platform, as long as it's somebody that, I mean, it can't be a, like, tiny little thing unless I'm doing like small penis humiliation. But I mean, yes, there's definitely, like, my fans always tell me the bigger the better.
Mm-hmm.
My fans also know that I have a pretty tight pussy, so it is not possible for me to take the biggest things in the world. But
And
um,
when people realize sometimes, well, I'm getting off with what I'm about to head to, but you don't have to have the biggest dick to please the woman. You really don't.
that's
You
true.
just you know what the fuck
You're
you gotta
right.
do. Shit, hell, because trust me,
You're
you
very
know,
right.
if you have because a big dick only is good if you know how to use it. They're just being
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Some of you fuckers don't know how to use
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I would, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, some of these men in my personal life and in escorting have great, nice, big dick, but it's not anything that they're knowing how to use. It's
Yeah.
like, I would rather you just finger me and call it a fucking
Mm-hmm.
day.
Yeah. See, I think about it. I'm good, Daddy. I'm good, Daddy. But see, the thing I want to get to back to the point, Dick, is you basically said in a nutshell, people, what you basically saying. Some of you people like, oh, to simplify it for some of y'all. I'm not saying that y'all simple or dumb. I'm not saying that. It's just me. I like to simplify things. The dick has cachet. It's professional because when you work with someone that does the business, they're going to push that scene as hard as you, which in turn benefits you because you're going to take his fan base.
Right, right.
Because so people can understand this. I'm going to break down these percentages. 99% of the male fan of a male porn star fan base is male.
Mm-hmm.
50 to 80% is in the community.
Right.
LBGQ. So that 10%, if I do a scene with Ash, might be going to Ash site.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. I,
Period.
I I don't know. It's really hard to say because the person that I say I pay somebody and they go home and I put the scene out a week later and they don't retweet it. Personally, I I really appreciate, like I said, when they do the cross promotion, but I'm not overly hurt about it because
Mhm.
there's millions and millions of people in this world, and the maybe say 50 fans that he has isn't gonna make a difference on how I'm gonna do selling that scene. Because yeah, I would love to take all 50 of those fans and have them also be my fans.
Mhm.
That's, a very good point and a
Mhm.
something that, most people want, but it doesn't always work like that. You have to
Yeah.
know how to really network and advertise
Mhm.
yourself by yourself, and you cannot depend on anybody in this industry because it is so cutthroat, and
Yes.
it's a raw dog eat dog industry, honestly.
Yeah, because especially the higher up you get, the more cutthroat you get.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And trust me, I can tell you, even from me being the mid level, I can tell you it's cutthroat. Because the
It
mid
is.
level was cutthroat as it is, so you can imagine what what Hollywood is like. But
Exactly.
now, let's get to it. OnlyFans.
Hmm.
Was you panicked?
I would say I was more so panicked for my colleagues, my coworkers, if you will.
Mm,
OnlyFans is not my biggest. It is my main, but it's not the only. Like, I never put all my eggs in one basket, so I still have other platforms that I actually make more profit off of.
mm,
One being many vids, for instance. So
mm.
as much as, yeah, I was kind of disappointed, and I had to pay a lot of money because I have an OnlyFans assistant. So I had to pay her to transfer all my content, all my fans, try to get everybody
Wait. You had
to
OnlyFans what?
an assistant.
Hold on, people. Wait a second before she speaks again. This subtle flex was brought to you by Ash Lauren. That
I can't with you. Oh my god, I was trying to
was
make a point.
she a OnlyFans assistant motherfucker.
Let me
I ain't got.
tell you, Bobby, most people in the industry have an assistant some way, somehow. Some
Yeah,
way.
yeah. Oh, I believe it because I'm getting to the point now. I need a fucking assistant because I
Uh huh.
is.
It has taken such a huge weight off my shoulders. And not only that, like, she doesn't do things like speaking to my fans. When I reply to messages, that is legitimately me.
Mm-hmm,
And like my paid messages and my, things I send out or whatever, that is all me. What she
mm-hmm,
does is promote me to other OnlyFans creators so that they can do shout out for shout out. Um, which is, I've kind of in the last couple of months had her do a little bit more with my page, which is because it was getting to a point where I wanted to focus on other things rather than
mm-hmm,
just, posting pictures and, whatever.
mm-hmm,
So basically what I was saying is that it was it was scary for me because I had paid a lot of money
mm-hmm,
to have, what I have now and what I'm making on OnlyFans, but
mm-hmm.
I I wasn't too like, I wasn't scared, I wasn't worried because I
It because I noticed with a lot of girls, their word was because OnlyFans was majority cut what they were bringing in.
it
Yeah.
definitely is.
Now
Definitely.
we about to get on some business shit.
Mhm.
Why, in your opinion, why was that? And the second caveat is that was that a smart thing or a good thing? Go ahead.
My opinion would be my advice would be to never put your eggs in one basket. I
Okay.
feel it's very, very important to have more than one platform. Um Having as many as you can because you're hitting different fan bases. Um
Mm-hmm.
so it's really important. And the reason that most people are on OnlyFans and are making so much money on OnlyFans is because most people have OnlyFans. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
knows what OnlyFans is. So
Mm-hmm.
for you to send out links to your OnlyFans, people click on it. People are lazy. So they see the
Yeah.
link, they click on it, they've already got an account so they can subscribe versus trying to get people to get on my website. That's
Mm-hmm.
really difficult because you've got to go on, you've got to, get verified, you've got to do this, do that. So
Mm-hmm.
it gets to a point where they're like, you know what, I'll just subscribe to OnlyFans. So it just, it's a, it's like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. It's one of the
Mm-hmm.
biggest it is the biggest platform. So of course
Now,
everybody's using it.
tell me this wasn't beautiful. The fact that OnlyFans didn't anticipate. They knew it like put it this way. They had an idea how much of a money hit they were going to take for this.
Mm-hmm.
But what they didn't anticipate was how powerful the sex worker is and how loyal the base their customers are. Speak
Mm-hmm.
to that.
Very,
Speak to that. Tell me you weren't
very.
smiling when you saw that. When they
I
had to
was,
read.
oh my God. I was so relieved when they sent out the second email because for me to have to transfer all of my content and all of
Mhm,
get all of my hundreds and hundreds of fans to
mhm,
switch over to a different platform, like
mhm,
it's a pain in the fucking ass. So I was really
mhm,
relieved, and I know that a lot of creators now are already transferred and they're like, fuck it, I hate OnlyFans. But for
mhm,
me, I've come this far to building my platform, and
mhm,
until they really take OnlyFans down for explicit content, I'm gonna
mhm.
stay on there.
Yeah. No,
I've
because
spent way too much.
the thing I was saying is, to me, the reason why they shit was majority because the same effort that you had to put into that OnlyFans, you had to put into your other platforms. Because I'm
Exactly.
here, because I'm here to preach about this. That no site dominates or tells me whether or not I made a profit that month.
Right.
Because all of them is equal. It's like they literally make equal. And it's also more bullets in the gun. And
Mm-hmm.
it's more checks. That's why I couldn't understand why a person only had an OnlyFans, just OnlyFans. It's kind of like, would you want multiple checks? I
Right.
mean, I'm like, I'm sorry, would you would like to wake up one day and you got to check and you forgot you had that site? That happened to me
Mm-hmm.
before.
Yep.
Period. But I think people got comfortable with the money they were making with OnlyFans and they just said, fuck the other platforms. Because you can
Exactly. And
see
they
it.
were, I mean, but at the same time, you think of it like you can put 10 hours a day into your OnlyFans, or you can put 2 hours of, every 2 hours for 10 hours, put your
Mhm,
effort into 5 different platforms. You're still spending 10 hours a day, but
mhm,
you're on 5 different platforms. So if one goes down, you still have four that you're making profit off of, and you
mhm,
have income. But girls don't, men and women, they don't look at it like that. They think, oh, I'm just going to do OnlyFans. And, I mean, I know quite a few people that are making 6 figures at the very least. And it's only from OnlyFans. So if that goes down, you don't have
mhm.
anything.
Yeah. Because it was like I was hearing girls say, yeah, it was 50%. OnlyFans was 60% of my profit. I was like, yeah, I see why you stressed.
Yeah,
Because if that site makes up that much of the profit that you bring in for your adult film work, that's not good because, like you said, because what if they didn't take it back? You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah,
Period.
you're
Now,
going
me,
bankrupt.
yeah. Now, what I would suggest to girls is, well, shit, turn that bitch to your YouTube.
Exactly.
Shit. Because the whole point being is you got in this business is called you have to adjust. If you're not willing to adjust, you're
Mhm.
not going to survive in this business.
Right.
And this business changed too fast and too quick and too easily for that to even happen.
Yep. You're right.
So that yeah, so I know there's conventions coming up. So what conventions are we going to this year, baby?
I didn't go to Chicago, but I am going to Exotica Miami, and I'll be at Exotica New Jersey and Exotica DC.
Ooh, I know DC lit because that's the first one. Plus, everybody go to DC anyway. So
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, that gonna be more lit than that of New Jersey. New Jersey used to be the most lit.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that one. I've heard this will be my first convention, so
Mm-hmm.
for Miami, which is in a couple weeks. So I'm pretty excited, even though I've heard it's more of like the smaller scale of all of them, but
Mm-hmm.
Miami's my hometown. You know, I was born and
Yeah.
raised down there, so I'm always down to go to Miami.
Oh Lord, she gonna be wearing 2-piece bikinis, showing
Uh-huh.
some legs, some thigh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll have my junk out, that's for sure.
So
Oh,
shoot, so who you connected with where you go when you go down there? I know Brianna's one. Brianna's one off gate.
yeah. Her and I are best friends, so we
Yeah, your
really,
partner
really
in crime.
yeah, we really are. So I'm gonna stay with her. I'll probably do I have a few things lined up already as far as shoots. More so, I mean, I'm really only focusing on content this trip, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be doing any fan meets or anything. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. There's definitely a lot of good talent going, so I'm
Yeah, yeah,
excited.
it's fucking Miami. It's South Beach.
I know,
Shit.
right? I know.
Hell yeah, I would be very surprised it wasn't popping. You know, for
Uh-huh.
real. You see, I'm surprised that you ain't got a phone call from a certain company that's in Miami, but you
Nope.
know,
Nope. Nope.
I'm very surprised. But you
Nope.
know, some tell me that call might be coming one day.
Eventually I hope to, but um
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, if you sit there and say like you making noise in the business as a BBW,
yeah. Yeah.
you know, I
It's
mean, strongly,
yeah.
strong.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Shit, you already seen what you talking about. You sitting in the desert shooting guns out this motherfucker
Without clothes on, don't
with
forget I
no
was
clothes on, butt
naked.
ass naked.
Uh-huh.
Get the fucking shit. Life is good. What you talking
Yeah. Yeah, life is good. It definitely is. It is.
about?
It
Most
is.
definitely. So shoot, baby girl. So yo, we gonna have to bring you back for a Patreon. So let everybody know we're gonna bring it back for a Patreon episode for Porn
Yes.
Tales, so we can talk about
Yeah.
some of these shoots, good, bad, and ugly.
Yes,
You
let's
know,
do it. I'm
and
so
you gonna
down.
hear, and you're gonna hear more. She's gonna be one of the smoke buddies you hear a lot from. Trust me.
Yep, let's
Um,
do this.
I've been waiting for this. Tell
I'm glad
everybody
we
what
can
it,
finally make it happen.
you ain't lying, and you need to tell your girl Brianna stop playing. Come holler at me.
I will. I'm gonna call her after this
Yeah,
and let her
I've
know.
been wait. I've been waiting. I've been waiting on her too. So
Hmm.
you know, see that's crazy. I connected with more people doing this than I ever did being a male talent.
Isn't
And
it
it makes
funny?
me, yeah, it made me feel good though. It made me hate that I retired, but at the same time, love it.
Hmm. That's true. Uh-huh.
it's, it's a gift, it's a curse. We're like, damn it, I could probably shoot with her, but if I
Yep.
was shooting, I probably would have never met her.
Hey, you never know. You never know what's gonna come of it. You never know.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I just can't wait to meet you face to face so we do. I can do a photo shoot,
Yes.
girl, because I'm sorry, I love the pictures, yo.
Thank you.
I
I
love, I love,
appreciate you.
I love the pictures. I love the work that you're doing, and like I said, I'm looking forward to be one of the places you document your journey in this business.
Yes, most definitely.
Most,
Definitely.
most definitely. So tell everybody where they can find your sexy ass.
Oh man. Well, my Twitter is AshXLauren with two N's. My Instagram is AshLaurenBBW. My website is ashlaurenxxx.com. My OnlyFans, AshLaurenXXX. And that's pretty much it. Once you go to my Twitter, you can see all my links, everything that where to talk to me, where to find me, see my videos, my pictures. I got a brand new, beautiful cream pie video coming out this weekend. So I'm excited
Ooh,
about that.
and who and put you up.
It was with
They
Unique.
put unique. See, unique. He be putting some goddamn work, man. That
He
motherfucker there.
does. He
He be putting
does.
some fucking
He's uh-huh. He
and
does.
so he's and yes, I'm looking forward to bringing him back on the show.
Yeah, he's cool people. He's good people.
Yeah, very professional, very professional. That's what I like
Yep.
about him.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely.
But yeah, thank you so much again for the opportunity to come back and chat with you, and
Yeah.
I look
Oh,
forward to the next time.
First of many. So you know how
Yes.
we do it, people. Life is a learning experience. With the porn experience, you didn't learn anything. Smoke this over. Thank you for coming to the lounge, baby.
All right, baby. Take it easy.
Goodbye.